Hello everyone, this is Randy Riddle. I'm the focus team leader for the Urban Soils Focus Team, and we'll be giving you a quick update on what we have been up to. We'll start out by reviewing some of the team goals. And at first we want to provide technical support for urban soil survey projects within our division. We also want to raise awareness of soil ecosystem services in these urban areas. Since we're providing a product, we want to improve the utility and expand the use of Surgo in our urban areas, improve our outreach, and we want to also create and develop useful soil mapping resources for urban soils and consider interpretations for them as well. Quick review of what we've done over the years. One of our goals is to deliver technical assistance as requested. Now this could be either from the soil survey offices to support active projects or through some of our partners. We've also spent quite a bit of time, especially early on, providing technical review for the Artisol soil order proposal that is currently in review by the taxonomy committees. And we also have a Urban Soils Focus Team website, and here you can see a list of items that are available on that. Quite a few helpful resource materials, including links to the Soil Survey Manual, Chapter 11 for human altered and human transported materials. We've created an ArcGIS online story map that we'll look at on the next slide. We also have member lists. There's a really nice fact sheet on there and a couple other links and other materials you may be interested in. We've also done quite a bit of outreach, actively working in Los Angeles County with a few groups for the Healthy Soils for Healthy Communities initiative in that area. Now we've also created a conference display skin, which you can see on the right. So this is a banner, an exhibit banner that can be hung in the conference exhibit halls. So we're hoping to use this first because we actually finished it during COVID and we haven't hung it in person yet. So looking forward to that when we can start doing so. We've also had quite a bit of participation with several groups, whether it's been at the SWEETMA conferences, it's an IUSS working group for urban soils, and also at SSSA. We had the Urban Soils Mapping Symposium in San Antonio and NCSS webinars through our own internal platforms. We've also had several publications that we've worked on, most recently the Recarbonizing Global Soils, contributing to some of the urban soil sections for that. So that's for the Food Network Agriculture Organization with the Global Soil Partnership. That'll be published pretty soon, there, end of the month. And we also have our story map and fact sheet available on our website. We're going to take a quick look now at the Urban Soils story map. So there's a link to this again on the website. And one of the slides I want to highlight here is there's an interactive urban soil profile display. There's 10 profiles that we're highlighting, and you can see that there's pins on the map. You can actually see where they're spatially located. And so we got some nice photos and a quick quick description of the soil series and the soil types that are found in these areas. But anyway, in the top we have the Midtown series that was found and established in Detroit, Michigan. And on the bottom here we have the Windfetch series, which is in Inglewood, California. Inglewood is a satellite city of Los Angeles. That's right by the Los Angeles International Airport there on the left if you're looking at the map. Next, I want to highlight some current activities and notable projects by members at their local soil survey offices. And we'll start out with developing a framework for dynamic soil properties projects in urban areas. So we're looking at some specific urban data elements that we can collect and considering any special equipment that may be needed to do that. Things that come to mind, maybe a PXRF handheld unit. And we're also looking at some of the management questionnaire questions for the urban areas. We also have some members working on initial soil survey at the moment. Those are in Denver County, Colorado, so that's the downtown area in Denver, and also the city of Tacoma, Washington. Uh, these projects are in progress and approaching or nearing completion. Don't have timelines at the moment if they'll be out this year or sometime in the near future, but I know they're making good progress on those. We're also supporting the planning of other potential urban initial mapping areas in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and there's also an update being proposed in parts of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm also working with the Healthy Soils for Healthy Communities initiative from Los Angeles. I already mentioned that previously. And we've made some improvements to the website that were listed on the previous slide. So what's next? We've considered this idea of an urban soils field week, sort of a field assist to support active urban soil projects. Now the digital soil mapping focus team has a similar event annually, I believe, and it's been quite successful, so we think this may be a great opportunity and method to support our active projects and help train folks in urban soil mapping. We also want to continue to support the planning of proposed soil survey projects in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Pittsburgh. There's also been some ideas floated, or projects ideas floated, about reference sampling of soils in urban areas, particularly in Los Angeles County, as part of the initiative I mentioned earlier. And we also want to support the various projects that are already on the Soil Survey Office long-range plans, and it turns out that there's quite a few that we're aware of. So we want to continue the effort to work on urban dynamic soil properties type projects, probably with a focus on urban agriculture with that. And then also we want to continue to improve our existing resource materials, and there's a variety of those, and those can be training materials or existing documents, pamphlets, and things like that. And things that we'd like to do are to expand the use of the proximal sensors in the Soil and Plant Science Division in these urban areas. So PXRF is something that gets talked about a lot, so we need to continue to look at that and see how we can integrate that into our soil survey operations and what its application and utility will be to support our products. There's a variety of other sensors that could be used, GPR, which is the ground penetrating radar, EMI, and then there's some good research done in the Detroit area using magnetic susceptibility to look at magnetic micro artifacts, things like that. So just some things on our radar. I'm not sure what's going to come of it, but these are things that we'd like to use in soil survey potentially. We also want to improve the urban interpretations for our products that make the soil survey more useful for our users. We also want to look at the extent of urban soil mapping that's already done in the U.S. so we can have a better idea about the workload that needs to be done to make improvements, things like that. And we can also start to reimagine some of our soil survey data sets, whether that's the database, reports that are generated using our platforms, and a variety of other things. So we're open to new ideas and hoping to make improvements in the future. Some more things we aspire to. We want to, along the same lines, make the soil survey relevant to our diverse customer base in urban areas. So some feedback, we've heard it's a lot of it is based on the scale of the survey, and does that meet our urban customers? We're going to think about looking at the data sets, and even things like public perception and even awareness that there is soil survey and useful data available in these urban areas. So in order to do that, we got to improve our methods, our concepts, and our data delivery. We need to educate folks about what we know about soils impacted by urban activities. And we need to prioritize soil survey projects in these areas. A lot of taxpayers funding the program, and we should serve them well. I'm going to wrap up here just so everyone's aware. We have a variety of resource materials on our websites, especially on the urban focus team website. We have the fact sheet, the story map. There's links to the soil survey manual chapters and those resource maps that we've already mentioned. The Soil Health Division also has 4 urban technical notes. Find links to those off of our website if you're interested in that. And there's also a few supplement manuscripts which are companion documents to the Web Soil Survey and our other platforms that are available. And as you can see, there's also the Soil Systems in New York City document that is currently in development. I want to thank you all for your attention. I have my email at the bottom. Have a great day.